Staring out at the destructive scene in front of them, the crew of the DSS-1 ponders how they will not only survive this battle in space, but also how they will rescue their new potential allies from certain annihilation. Samson concocted the beginnings of a plan after realizing that the Imperial Warship's positioning puts it in direct line of fire from its own sonic weapon. The astronauts need only figure out a way to fire this weapon at the moment. 2 more fast and dangerous Dragonfly fighters dash towards the DSS-1, whose hull is only a couple of well-placed shots from caving in. To that end, Yuhuan and Android have frantically begun repairs to the hull and are at work placing sheets of alloy to patch the holes. The strange alien ship, now known by the heroes as the Gondola, has sustained heavy damage and will not last long against the onslaught of the Imperial Warship. As if matters were not bad enough, Lorena, the Imperial defector and the crew's alien friend, has been pulled aboard the warship by a strange beam of light. Do the heroes bait the warship to fire its sonic weapon and destroy the ship and their friend in the process? Do they flee the battle and abandon their new friends to certain doom to save themselves? Or is there another option, a way to save everyone and stop the warship?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of just like blow up the ship and be done with it, but I feel like some people might not be okay with that, so...
I mean, I feel like Rune is not going to be thrilled with that
No,
idea.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Yuhuan would rather her not be blown up just because Yuhuan almost died saving her and feels like that experience would be in vain. So...
Yeah. So...
A waste of a rescue.
Yeah, so if we were to have this sonic attack bounce off the moon back at the ship, it would destroy the ship?
That is, at least for the most part, accurate. Now, destroy it completely, like vaporize it? Probably not. But you're imagining it would sustain a heavy enough blow that it would be
disabled,
rendered inoperable, and probably what happens when your ship hits, it's critical mass. It's got like dead in space.
Yeah.
Life support shuts off.
Yeah.
People start flying out of holes in the hull into open space. Bad shit.
I mean, we could always board it.
Yeah, no. We will absolutely die if we do that.
So, I mean, before we dive into it, do you guys want to make a plan before I'm just like, all right?
I mean, I feel like Lorena was like on a shuttle of some sort that got...
It's in the ship now.
Pulled into the ship. But what I'm saying is, like, theoretically, if she's still in the shuttle, she might be able to survive the blast and...
If...
fly out?
Yeah. I mean, that's an if, right? Are you going to bank on that?
And it hasn't been that long since they pulled her in. I don't know.
It's been at least like 10 minutes.
Oh, really? Fuck.
No.
Yeah, you've been in a space battle. You've destroyed 3 enemy ships.
And then we sat and
gone
waited for
some distance. Yeah, and waited a little bit. So, yeah, at least 10 minutes have passed.
I don't know if this is just me. I personally feel like if a militarized Imperial ship was in battle, they would just leave that ship in the hangar until the battle was over. Because they don't really have personnel to divert to apprehending a prisoner who's already a prisoner inside a ship that's trapped in a hangar. And I feel like that would be what I was thinking. But
I mean, that's what I would do if I was them in that situation, but
this is all just acting on assumption then.
Theoretical, yeah.
True.
You can make as many assertions as you want. If it's not the truth, then you risk making a plan on a guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like unless one of us boards that ship, it might be a risk we have to take.
I just don't see Samson going along with that. I'm just like...
I don't either. I was going to say,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Samson's all for blowing up that ship right now. Sorry, Lorena. Like,
We've also come to the point where Samson, if given a good enough reason, would be persuaded to do something different as well, because we've had some change from protocol and everything to like.
You've grown as a character.
I mean, because she's been a part of the crew for a while now, so like she's been through like all of the shit.
Yeah, like you sided with her against Gregory Argyle, your longtime friend and compatriot.
Correct.
Like,
so, yeah, if we like, you know, we could either be like, well, I hope she's okay, or so. I mean, like, it wouldn't be a bad idea to so like we could disable the ship and then try to board it afterwards. Gavin, I don't know if this would work or not. You'd have to tell me to stop if not. But like, if we like blow up these fighters, you know, tailing us, and then make a beeline for the ship and try to goat them into doing a sound blast or whatever, bounces off the ship, and then we continue our beeline towards the ship, we might be able to get on. And because like Imperials can survive in the vacuum of space for a bit, right? Like Lorena's been...
Yeah. That's established lore. They can survive a few minutes of exposure before they're dead.
Right, so if we, like, gun it and try to get them to do that, then we could, you know... Like, because I could do, like, a diffuse roll and intimidate and try to get them to do that. Would that be something that we could do?
Certainty of death. Small chance of success.
I'm just saying.
I like it.
I like it. Okay.
Okay, Samson, repeat that real quick.
Essentially, he wants to board the ship after it's taken heavy damage and is bailing water, essentially, and use that as the distraction of that to get the job done.
I am down for that. If we can get me onto the ship undetected, I have a hunter move called a shadow in the wind that allows me to sneak through cover. Anything that hasn't already spotted me won't notice me. And if I'm in danger of being revealed, the GM has to warn me in time to hide.
I could just like fling you out the side, like whip you out, and then while you're doing that, we could then help detach the rest of the ship. That, you know, Yuhuan and I can work to detach the rest of the ship.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay.
All right. Let's go get murdered.
We're straight up having a Star Wars trench run today.
Let's go.
I like this plan so much better than the plan that I had in my head.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, because then we get to interact.
Did you want
with
to
the ship
share
a little
that
bit.
one real quick? Just like
No. It's way less risky.
cool.
So much less drama and action.
Cool.
We might survive it. Okay.
So, do we all
Can't
want to
have
board
that.
together, or Rune, are you just going to go by yourself?
I feel like it'd be less risky for me to just go by myself.
And then our ship wouldn't be around.
Yeah, and we don't want to leave our ship unmanned, I feel like, in this high-stakes situation, also.
Well, I mean, Android can fly the ship.
Yeah, that's true.
That's and then we wouldn't have anybody coming after us. And then, like, if we get into any shit, like, I have like protective moves and stuff like that. So,
Well, Yuhuan could stay behind, honestly, since Soifunji has left the premises. I'm pretty much just a scientist that can shoot a gun, but
do you have any offensive like character moves?
mine is mostly like technology based, so it's more about operating like machinery that I find, and
That probably will still be useful because like we don't know how to work their ship. So if we have to interact with anything, we might get stuck.
oh yeah, that's true. And I can speak Imperial.
And you
Yeah.
can
And
speak
speak
their
Imperial
language.
and you understand their technology.
Yeah. So
Oh, well, then that'd just be as easy as, like, me and Rune just sneaking into somewhere and pressing a button, right? and releasing Lorena, and then us
Right.
making a beeline for it.
I mean, all of this is contingent upon the fact, on the assumption that these sorts of systems exist on the enemy ship.
Right.
Right.
You know, you can, which is all you can do, right? You don't have any idea what it's going to be like on the inside. You just say, my skills are useful for this, so I should probably go with you.
Yeah.
If there's an opportunity to do this thing, I can do this thing. Mm-hmm. If not, I can help in other ways. And that's really all you can do at this point.
Okay.
See what happens when we get on.
We're Three Musketeerin'.
All right. Let's blow shit up.
We gotta have some hot dice tonight. Some hot dice.
I'm rolling all 12s all night.
All 12.
I don't know. Yuhuan's luck has been a little shitty. I've been failing a lot of rolls.
It'll keep it interesting. But like, if we're together, then we can at least like help each other out, like assist rolls and stuff like that. So
yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna blow up the ships. We're gonna do a diffuse roll. Hopefully, have a successful intimidation diffuse roll. Have the thing to right, Gavin. Yeah. Okay, and then board the ship. Get Lorena. Get out. Save the day. Medal in the throne room. See you there. All right.
While establishing your plan, the two Dragonfly fighters have closed the gap between you and the warship and have primed weapons. They're coming straight for you.
Yeah.
Head to head.
Shit. Can we? All right. Rune, do you just want to shoot them down? Try shooting them both down, or do we?
I'll shoot him the fuck down.
How's our repairs going? Are me and Android still fixing shit?
Well, yeah, you're working on it. I'll need a roll at some point.
Okay.
And I think we've established in the past, if you guys have a surplus of engineering, you can use that in place of a roll
Oh, cool.
Oh,
to repair the ship.
How much engineering do we have?
We have a surplus right now. At least that's what I have written in our thing.
Ooh, so that if we do that, that just takes it down to a need, right?
It doesn't take it to a need, but it will be not a surplus anymore. It's a need in the sense that not having a surplus means you don't get a freebie.
Right.
But it's not a need in the sense that it's detrimental to you to not have it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay, well, I say that we do that because I feel like these repairs are, like, crucial. So
You guys are, like, minutes from depressurizing in a couple of key areas, so...
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
Well, while Yuhuan is making repairs
Prepares.
Repairs for repairs.
Repairs before pairs.
While Yuhuan's eating a pear,
Okay, well, we're basically making repairs. We're preparing to make repairs with Android, who is basically the ship's au pair. So, yeah. Okay.
Anyway, that was an 11 on shooting the first ship.
Oh, yeah. So, an 11, you choose 2, and I choose 1.
You use your telekinetic mind abilities to crush the ship. Just kidding.
That is not an option. I want to say I inflict savage, terrifying harm, and also I scavenge something valuable.
Gain a device. Interesting. Yeah, so...
Preferably something helpful in terms of our plan.
Like a walkie-talkie. Sorry.
I will say this. So, the one from the GM list, others will come after you. The ship that you do not blow up is definitely going to like arc around your ship and turn around and start following you. But you definitely get the one that you do shoot, and it hits its fuel reserve and it explodes. The pilot of this ship flies out from the cockpit of his vessel and smacks on the windshield like a bug. And he is stuck there. You assume that he's dead, but he's wearing a full flight suit, including helmet, and it looks like it's in good shape.
He's an Imperial, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna get that flight suit.
For now, it's in space, but it's while you're moving, while you have momentum, the ship is carrying it with you.
All right.
Free bag of meat, right?
Yeah, we'll just windshield wipe that for me.
You guys
All right,
needed another Imperial
times.
corpse, right?
Right?
We had
You
to
gave
ditch
away the
last
first one. You need a new one.
All right. Well, can we? I want to shoot at the other one before he gets.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you'll have
A
to shoot from
chance
behind,
to-
but yes.
Yeah, I mean, our guns have
Rotation.
turny abilities, right? All right,
They have
let's get
oscillators.
This.
They have oscilloscopes.
That one was a 9.
Okay,
What a
so you'll choose
bummer.
Could I
One.
assist? Oh, sorry.
you may before results. Yeah.
I was going to say, I just rolled a 7, which would improve it to the next tier, right?
Yeah.
On a hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are just gonna share the consequences is all. Yeah, because if you had rolled a 12, if you had rolled a 10 or above, it would have moved it up to a complete success. But it has moved up Jordan's roll. It just hasn't saved you from the consequences. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Then. Okay.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
You open yourself up to danger if you assist.
I see.
I'm gonna go with. Tell you what, Samson, do you want to pick one of these? Since you assisted,
Samson,
and I'll
the
pick
character.
the other one. Yeah. Andrew, do you want to pick one of the positive consequences, and I'll pick the other?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You go first.
Okay, I'm gonna pick. You get information from your foes.
That's what I was gonna pick.
Now you gotta pick a new one.
We'll go with your avenue of escape is clear.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
the
I
other
mean,
one I was gonna pick.
Wow.
Yeah, you get your data. There's nothing in front of you. The ship following you is disabled. You see it floating in space. This shot was not enough to blow the ship out of the sky, but it's definitely not pursuing. The GM move is that the big warship turns its sonic gun cannon your direction and fires one shot, which will impact the ship, not dealing damage, but resonating throughout the ship. And both Samson and Rune, who are currently in the cockpit with the equipment that would amplify the signal, both get their heads rocked by this pressure wave. You both start bleeding from the ears and nose, and will take 1 harm each.
Ow.
Yep.
Damn. That hurts. All right. Cool. I'm gonna do a diffuse roll here and see if we can't get this ship to do another one of those blasts, but try to
Not get hit by it this
not
time.
get hit by it and maneuver it in a way to have it hit the ship again. So do you think it should be an intimidation roll or should it be something else? I was thinking either quick action or intimidation.
I think that diffuse is fine, and now that it is aiming at you already and has fired on you, you're going to roll steal instead.
Cool.
just to try to, avoid its next fire.
All right, that is a 7.
Okay. You've bought some time, but choose one.
I don't like any of these.
No.
This all sucks. I guess the GM demands a sacrifice to secure your safety.
Okay. You will not be quick enough to evade the shot completely. So, you will have to lose a wing and a gun
Holy
if
shit.
you want to avoid this blast.
Can we get a help action to... I guess we already made the choice, so it doesn't matter. Oh, damn. Okay.
Well, can Yuhuan come assist in evasive maneuvers?
I feel like once we have settled on the result
Yeah.
and judgment has been given,
yeah.
it's too late for an assist.
Okay.
If he had rolled a 7 and somebody says, I want to help, that's a different story.
We gotta get our shit together.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was still repairing.
You are.
So I don't know if I'm.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm. In
You
on this
are
episode.
sorry. Let me be clear. I need to get my shit together. I was just like, damn, would have liked if that was a better roll, and then I was like,
Were to there something I could do about it.
if only I could do something. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I keep forgetting
so-
that this game has that feature.
so what? We're just sans a wing and a gun now, huh?
That's the choice. You can either take another direct hit from that thing and try again, or you can lose a wing.
Oh, fuck. Now that we're smart, we can do it. I think we should take another. What do you think? I think we should take another hit because it's only one harm.
I think we should take a hit.
I do
agree.
too. We can do another. We can try again. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. We'll take the hit. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you guys are both going to take another harm. Samson, you are struggling to stay conscious
Fantastic.
as this sonic blast just rattles your skull.
Okay. Now it says on my character sheet that now I'm just angry.
Yeah. That's fair.
So now I'm just going to be like yelling in the cockpit, "Come on, you motherfucker. Bring it on. I can do this all day."
Anger, prone to rash decisions.
Yeah, okay. So I want to try again, and then I guess Jordan's got my back this time. Mm-hmm. Okay. That time I rolled a 10.
All right.
9
So-
plus 1.
Just fucking pissed and like fighting off the sleepies. You see the gun prime up again, and this time you're a little bit more aware of what the firing process looks like, and you bank early, just early enough for the blast to extend out past you. You see the sound waves ripple through space, and then you hear this it's not a sound because it is, there's no sound in space, but you feel the ship kind of tremble as the wave returns, having hit the back wall of this semi-destroyed moon and acting as a refocusing beam for this sound wave, and it smacks into the Imperial Warship's obsidian-like outer shell and shatters it. The back of the ship, the back third of the ship, starts to flex away from the blast, and everything kind of moves as lights start to go out all over the ship.
Oh, okay. Well, folks,
Hey, what's happening
All right,
out there?
everybody, this is I think this is going to be our only chance to get Lorena. We're going to keep going. Is everybody good with that?
Go.
Yeah, as long as,
All right.
as long as we... Yeah.
All right. Android, I think we're going to be hopping off onto this ship. Do you think you could steer the ship away once we're
Repairs
aboard?
are now complete. I can come to the cockpit.
Fantastic. Motherfuckers are going to get some shit today. All right.
You zoom up to the open docking bay where the Dragonfly fighters have been kind of swarming out of to attack you. And there are a couple lined up here. They don't seem to be active with pilots. But the ship maneuvers up to the edge of this docking bay, the drop-off. And Android behind the helm says, "This is your stop."
All right. Everybody, we got to be in quick. Is everybody good? Suited up, ready to go?
Do you want to make a gear up?
That is a great idea. We should do a gear up. I am taking my my reinforced suit and a rifle. And can we make any improvements in our tune-up?
When you zoom in on a character, they can be equipped with any of their family's assets, customized to suit their circumstances for each of your surpluses. Pick a relevant benefit. Add a tag to a piece of gear for this mission. Get as many copies of a weapon, outfit, or vehicle as needed to outfit the whole party. Add 1 to the quality of a set of followers for this mission, or get 1 new set with 1 quality and an appropriate specialty. Get scouts reports worth 1 data.
I wanted to modify a rifle to be brutal. And it, so devastates its targets and leaves collateral damage. So I was thinking about modifying the rifle to act more as like a sawed-off, like a shotgun.
All right. Rune.
I'm gonna have my little suit on. And a little rifle. And I want to go ahead and add the tag hidden, which says you can carry this weapon without being seen as a danger.
Okay. So you've found a way to stow this rifle in your clothing, in your suit, effectively, to hide it from view. Yuhuan.
Okay, I want to bring a toolkit so I can, fix any, damage that comes to our suits.
I think that there's just, there's a patch kit in the airlock that you can bring that's, good for that sort of thing, patching holes in suits.
And I'll also carry fuel cells for the guns, just in case.
Okay, so you're not so much tooling up as you're just bringing gear along.
Yeah.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah, okay. And I do have a gun, though. I think I have a pistol, but I guess I'll bring a pistol, too. If I use a mini tag on that, does it just make copies of the weapon? I'm confused. I'm trying to figure out how mini works if you only have one weapon.
I mean, yeah, it's a tag you could add, but I feel like it would be, cheating a little bit since we did establish very strongly in the fiction this is the only gun you have.
That is one!
Yeah.
Right, so, okay. I don't think I learned alchemy yet. I can just transmute more pistols. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Excellent. So, you hit the airlock door, all of you have tooled up, and you float out into onto the cold metal floor of the docking bay, which you realize that this room is there is no gravity in here. Like, it's ships come and go in it, so it's vacuum. Is anyone grabbing the suit that is on the front of the ship? Okay, because nobody said that in the tool up, and I feel like it's an important point of fact.
Was the tool up when we would have done that, though?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I was just going to mention that I was going to take a detour and grab it on the way out. I didn't realize that the tool up was, like, part of that.
No, so it's a device. You specify in the tool up what devices you're taking with you, so...
Okay. Well, I'm taking it.
Are you wearing it instead of your suit?
No, I'm just taking it for Lorena. I feel like it doesn't fit me, right?
I mean, yeah, it's Imperial sized. You're kind of short. But you could always be the short stormtrooper.
No, I specifically was excited about it for Lorena to keep her safe
enough.
in
Fair enough.
Our escape. I kind of assumed that's why you gave it to us. Like,
I had an idea that you were just gonna like walk around in it and be like, yes sir, I am an Imperial.
Oh. No, because I have this character move that's gonna let me be sneaky, so why do I need to change my clothes also?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. What was I thinking? I'm an idiot.
I don't know.
Sorry.
What were you thinking, you idiot?
Anyway. Attacks on my character aside. You are in the hangar. There are 2 Dragonfly fighters in here. You do not see the shuttle that was pulled somewhere else in the ship. There's 2 levels to this hangar. The ground floor, which has the ships, there is like a scaffolding where the pilots would, descend into their ship from, which has like fuel cables and various like winches and things for doing maintenance on the ships. But that is the hangar. It's very large and rectangular.
I don't think we should just waltz right in. Should we maybe, look and see what's going on? To see if the moves abouts, to kind of get an idea of some sort of, travel routine during battle time or something?
I mean, I feel like everyone's pretty distracted.
If I have any experience from previous battles, is that when shit hits the fan, not a lot of people are paying attention. So, unless we really bump into a large group, we might be able to move through the ship fairly undetected. I think that we need to move quickly because time is of the essence, especially if we can't breathe. So I feel like we should pick a door and start going.
All right. Well, I will follow your lead. I'm ready. Okay. So where do you think Lorena would be kept from here? I guess that's the...
Our first job should be to find the ship. If Lorena's aboard the ship, then we could just grab them and go. But if she's not on the ship, then we need to... That's when we'll start to look elsewhere. So let's find the ship first and go from there.
Okay.
All right, before we start moving, I do want to allow myself a little bit of distance between Yuhuan and Samson, and also activate my Shadow on the Wind move. And it doesn't say I roll, so I'm assuming it just happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are moves like that.
Just, again, for anybody who forgot what that was, when I sneak through cover, nothing that hasn't already spotted me will notice me. If I would be revealed, the GM must warn me in time to hide, and when I attack, there will be a period of confusion, for me to exploit.
So, Rune kind of... Samson takes the lead, Yuhuan's following closely behind. Rune kind of backs up a little bit and starts just I feel like you saw this in a movie, and you're just like going, wall to wall.
That's absolutely what's happening. I am pretending I'm in like Charlie's Angels right now or something.
I'm imagining Krunk sneaking through the city with the llama in a pack.
I am not Krunk-sized, but that is roughly what's happening.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Goose Ghost Poison. The poison for Goose Go.
Yeah, let's bag ourselves an alien.
Yep.
Just
like
Rune,
that.
Wow.
Rune already did.
Hey. Let's all take a second to high five.
Nice.
And back to stealth mission.
What?
Back to stealth mission.
And back to abducting an alien that was abducted.
So, the layout of the ship, the corridors are very similar to the derelict that you encountered. Very Spartan, just like metal bulkheads and lights like every 4 feet in the ceiling that just keep things bright. The floor is just like a kind of like a hard grate. You can see like cables and stuff running underneath it. And you are making your way through a corridor heading in a direction. Samson is just kind of going. I assume you're like, well, which direction are you? If you were like to pick a cardinal direction, which direction would you be heading?
Obviously we were able to see which side the ship went into, right? Mm-hmm. In relation to where we came in.
So yeah, the hangar bay is located kind of in the middle on the sides of the ship because it's a big it's a big kind of knife shape. So along the long side there is a gap that opens for the dock, right. And you saw Lorena's shuttle get pulled by this beam from the front of the ship, from the fore.
Okay. So I'm thinking, if we're coming in here, then I want to come in. We're forward in the direction of the.
Yeah.
If
you're heading to the front of the ship.
Headed to the front of the ship. Thank you.
When you leave the hangar, you turn left.
Great.
And you are heading in a direction that you think might yield you a good result.
Yeah.
And that's the plan.
Yeah. Here we go.
Do it.
We're sticking to it.
So I'm going to ask for Forge a Path.
Do you want me to make that roll?
Or... You are the leader, so...
I love it. Okay.
And I'm here to read signs / operate machinery that looks complicated.
Don't forget, you can help me if it goes bad, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
Got you.
Well, I do need help because I rolled a 6, so...
Fuck, okay.
Someone.
Can only one person or can 2 people do it?
Only one. I feel like Yuhuan would make the more sense, given your knowledge of alien technology and Rune's notable distance.
Okay. I rolled a 5. I'm so sorry. I don't know why my rolls are so bad. I rolled a 5.
Okay.
God damn it.
At least we got on this ship.
At least you got on the ship.
Y'all should have let me roll it. I rolled an 8.
Oh, shit.
So, hard move time.
Oh, my God.
You hear a alarm klaxon start blaring in this section of the ship. And you can even see, lighting on the sides turns red. And a voice comes on over the intercom and says, "Corridor depressurizing. Corridor depressurizing." And I assume Yuhuan does the translation real quick. You feel like a rush of air as the atmosphere is sucking you back, and you have to fight against the current. you see a door at the end of the corridor, probably like 60 yards away, is starting to close slowly.
Do we all need to make a diffuse roll then to try to get through?
At least one of you.
All right, well, I rolled an 8 that time.
I want to go ahead and help out with that one.
Okay.
And that's an 11.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Get it.
Bring it up to a complete success. So, the situation is safe unless changed significantly. So you guys, I'm assuming, use force, probably.
Steal. Quick action.
Samson, you know that you are stronger physically than Yuhuan, so I feel like you just kind of grab link arms and just start hoofing it as this air sucks around you. Rune, you are just following quickly behind, and Samson gets to the doorway like at waist high, and you kind of duck under and pull Yuhuan under, and Rune gets to do a slide because you're a little bit further back, and the door slams shut just as you pass underneath it.
Nice. And grab the Indiana
All
Johnson.
right.
And you're still in a nondescript corridor. There is 3 directions, right, forward, left, that branch out here.
Okay, what are the signs saying for each direction?
So, left says gunnery. The middle says tractor dock. And then the right direction says mess.
Fuck.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so based on what these signs are, if we're hungry, we go this way. Tractor dock is probably where the ship is, so we should go this way.
Sounds good.
Or it's a dock full of tractors.
That's true, but I'm hoping that's where we'll find Scotty. So...
Now Scotty doesn't know is stuck in my head, so thanks for that, Demi.
I need another Forge a Path roll.
Alright, I call dibs.
You want to take the lead on this one?
Yes, and here's
Do
why.
it.
Because now that we're getting to the point where we might be around people, since I am currently in stealth mode, if I see someone, that gives me a chance to, motion to the others to hide. Since you have to warn me, I will take the opportunity to warn others. So I'll go ahead and make that roll. If that's cool with everyone.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. Damn, that's an 8.
Okay. Well, it's not a complete loss. So you pick 2 from the list. You're exposed to danger as you travel. The route you took is lost. You can't take gear other characters with you. You take a lot longer than you expected. All of these are relevant this time.
Does anyone want to help out so I only have to pick one?
I mean, I rolled a 9, so...
I'll help. I'll go for it.
I did roll a 9. Like, when you said you were rolling, I had already finished my roll, so I had rolled a 9.
Okay.
Does that brings
Can we
it up
count
to
that
just
as
pick
the
one?
call to aid roll, Gavin?
Or do you want me to... I'll roll again. I'll roll again.
Alright. Gavin's like, yeah, you're gonna roll again.
Saving your pre-rolls is not something I allow.
Okay.
Come on, Gavin.
Okay, well, that time I rolled an 8, so...
That's still in the same category, so you're just gonna share in my consequences, which you would have with the 9 anyway. So I'm gonna pick you take a lot longer than you expected.
Okay. Yes, so there is troops coming to and fro in this corridor. And so every time a patrol passes, you have to kind of get them into a side room or go down a different corridor and retrace your steps. So yes, it does take you a lot longer. Each squad of troops is 3 they kind of move in like a triangle. And they are wearing just like a very drab gray uniform with the Ouroboros insignia on their lapels. And they're armed.
All right.
With similar rifles that you guys are using.
But we do make it to the tractor hangar?
You do make it to the tractor dock.
Dock. I knew I was saying the wrong thing, but I couldn't figure out what the right thing was in the moment.
Greetings, dear listeners. Welcome to the menagerie of podcasty goodness. Gavin from Roll Warriors here to rap for a second about some of the goings-on and give you my hat-in-hand speech. Firstly, if you haven't heard the news, I've started a Twitch stream. I play video games and hang out, and you can come and ask me questions. It will be live streamed every other Tuesday on opposite weeks of the podcast release schedule, so come and check me out from 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at the_rollist_warrior. Full streams will also be available video on demand on Twitch for 1 week after the stream, so those who miss it live will still get a chance to see it. Since I release all of the podcast episodes for free, I wouldn't mind if you were able to send some financial support by going to our Patreon at roll_warriors. For $5 a month, you will gain access to some bonus content in the form of extra episodes and one-shots, as well as get to suggest what bonus episode we make next. In addition, patrons will receive the deluxe version of the Season 1 EP once it's released. This will mean extra songs selected from Season 1 of Roll Warriors in their final mastered format. Feel free to reach out to us on Twitter at Roll Warriors for shoutouts, fan art, burning questions, or really whatever you like. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, without that all out of the way, I'm going to let you go and get back to the episode. There is the shuttle that you saw that Lorena left your ship in, is stationed in the middle of this tractor dock. You see a large device with like a big focusing lens on it hanging from the ceiling. It's got like a bunch of wires and other cables and stuff hooked up to it. And there is 6 guards stationed throughout the room to keep eyes on the shuttle, on the tractor beam, on the doors.
All right. I'm assuming my shadow on the wind move does not just allow me to wander wherever I want completely undiscovered. So
correct. It says you have to, while you're moving through cover, you remain undetected.
So would I be able to do a forge a path roll to see if I can continue through cover to like make my way up to the shuttle? Or
you can try, yeah.
I can try. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and motion to Samson and Yuhuan to stay here. And I am going to make that roll. Okay, that one was a 10.
Okay. You have to pick one of those.
Yep. Okay, so if I choose you can't take gear or other characters with you, can I still take Lorena with me back?
Yes, but
Okay.
by gear, that would imply you have to leave the suit that is for her behind.
Well, yeah, I just figure I can just leave it with Samson and Yuhuan, and then she can put it on when we get back to them. I'm not worried about not having it in this moment, I don't think. Unless you're planning on depressurizing this part of the ship, like, for funsies.
No, but your weapon is also gear.
Yeah, but I feel like they can see well enough to back me up if something just suddenly attacks me.
Fair
I feel
enough.
okay right now.
Yeah.
I feel okay with that choice.
We got your back. We'll get you covered.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. So you move as stealthily as you can using like railings, using just like big battery machinery and stuff to the shuttle, and you take a peek inside, and it is empty.
Why they guard this thing so heavily just for it to be empty?
You also see, now that you are into the center of the chamber, past the shuttle where you couldn't see before, your cryopod is hooked up to a bunch of like navigational equipment in this bay, in this dock. The cryopod that you ejected all the way back the first time you ever encountered this warship. And it is on, and the homing light is active.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, man.
Can Samson and Yuhuan see this?
No.
Okay. I am gonna just cut my losses on the shuttle, I guess, and meet back up with them, relay that information, and also let them know that Lorena is not in the shuttle.
Okay. Wow. Okay, I suddenly feel like... Well, I guess it makes sense how they showed up so unexpectedly. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like this is like all my fault. I'm sorry.
We can point fingers later. One of the things that we need to do right now, though, is we need to take care of that escape pod, as well as
Cryopod.
the cryopod, as well as get Lorena, because no matter where we go with our ship, unless we can disable that on our end, I don't know how it works, but we leave that there, then wherever we go, we or whoever we are with are not going to be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be taken care of immediately. Well, I guess since we are in enemy territory, maybe we should split up. Rune, if you can tell me exactly where the cryopod is, I can make my way there and disable it while you guys try to find Lorena, and maybe we can meet up if we survive this.
Gavin wants us to split up so bad. Look at him.
Scooby-Doo mission, Scooby-Doo.
All right, gang, let's split up and look for clues.
Right?
Reggie. Like, wow, man.
I'm torn on this because on one hand, I feel like Yuhuan, it might be helpful for you to be able to read all of the signs as we're looking for Lorena. However, you also have the technical know-how to disable that thing. I was just gonna shoot it.
Yeah, I was going to say we could just make a distraction and try to distract the guards, and then you could zip over there and shut it off, or we could blow it up, or I'm all for the gunfights, but you know me. But I think we might not want to alert them of our presence immediately.
Yeah, and I also kind of wanted to salvage some things from the cryopod, Like, let's say that homing beacon, we could totally use it to, send things in other directions, maybe.
You know what? I don't think we should split up.
I don't either.
Let's take care of this cryopod real quick, and then we'll find Lorena.
We need to move quickly.
Okay,
We need to move quickly.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Darn.
Aw, man.
Missed opportunity for
Your
shenanigans.
plan's foiled again.
Okay, so I guess we're making our way down the hall to the cryopod. I think it's odd that we're not dead.
Can we take that same
Okay.
path, or do we need to do anything for that?
Oh, your stealth skills are not comparable to Rune traveling by themselves. So yeah, no, it's gonna be a reroll on that forge a path, without the advantage of Rune's sneakery.
Okay,
All right, I rolled a
let's
7.
do this.
You rolled a 7.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
Okay, I'm gonna aid.
Okay.
because we have to make separate
Actually-
rolls, right?
Oh no, I mean you can make a group roll, but yeah, it's gonna be a
okay.
good one.
What's a group roll? I rolled a 10. I don't know if that's good.
Well, was that on the help to help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was to help.
Okay. Well, I mean that brings it up to a complete success. So you just have to pick one. You got to pick one of them
Alright.
things, which I love.
So-
I love Forge a Path because it's like you got a good one. Still got to take an L though, little L.
Yeah. Well, Demi, since you helped us with that, why don't you choose what we do?
Okay. I'm going to. Yeah, guys, we don't have a lot of time. And I think that you two should really wait here. So, I'm going to pick that you can't take others with you. So I'm just going to keep going alone. That way I can get back. I'm not exposed to danger. And yeah, we save time.
Do you have any idea how happy you just made Gavin
Oh,
that
man.
we split up right now?
Straight cheesing in the bottom corner of the screen, just like,
It was the best option.
The GM should never look like that.
oh man. This is awesome. So many
I
twists
love you,
and
Demi.
turns.
Yuhuan's gotta embody their inner surf energy and try to, like, make it their fast and unseen. And
Self-sufficient.
hope that on should fall. I feel like it's not ironic that that was just the best option. Because, like I don't want to be in danger, y'all. I'm sorry.
You don't have to
I only
justify
have
it
a pistol.
anymore. It's fine. We're moving on. Yuhuan taking a page from Rune's book will wait
Close the
until
door and lock it.
waits until like the guard is about to move and ducks through so that the others can't follow without being detected. And you look back at them and go "Psst," and just keep going forward, mouthing "I'm sorry," and sneak your way down to the back to the shuttle. There is now just 10 feet of open between you and the cryopod.
Wow. This is incredible. I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. I feel like I almost don't want to touch it. I just want to analyze and see how they do all these things. Okay. I guess we don't really have time. I guess I have to disable this work of art. Okay, stay focused. Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the cryopod, examine all the wires and things with bright stars in my eyes, but also tears. And I'm gonna use my character power. It is called A Mighty Lesson. And when I get my hands on a machine and attempt to disable it, I roll a steal. On a 7 and 9, I do it, and pick 2. On a 10 plus, I pick 3. I rolled a 9, but I have -1 steal, so that's an 8.
All right. So on an 8,
And
what happened?
okay, so I pick 2, and since I'm not, I guess since this is a stealth mission, I'm going to pick I do not cause collateral damage is 1, and I definitely want to permanently disable the machine, so I'm going to pick I do it instantly. I just won't be able to salvage any tech or data.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you get in there and you royally fuck it. You start ripping wires indiscriminately, and eventually and quickly turn off the homing device that you like initially installed into this thing. I mean, you're the one that made it possible for it to come back to the ship. So you remember how you did it and you undo it in a very quick and efficient and irrevocable way.
I like it. Yeah, take that, Imperial douchebags. How dare you take my scientific prowess and use it to your advantage. Yeah, okay. Now that that's done, yeah, rest in peace, Cryo Chamber. You were great. You saved us. And now it is nice to save you. Anyway, yeah, and then I maneuver my way back. And how does that go?
I mean, you don't have to roll to forge a path again. Yuhuan is able to retrace their steps because they've watched the guard movements at this point twice, and they have a consistent pattern that they're going. So you don't have to re-roll to forge a path, and you are able to sneak back successfully to leave this room. See? I'm not always trying to fuck with you by separating you. Sometimes it works out, but only sometimes, so that your guard is down the next time it happens. The problem is, this ship is large. Your friend is still missing. She is still somewhere in this ship. You do not know where. And as we zoom out into space, we see the back third of this Imperial warship break off and start drifting in space. Bodies and equipment free-floating. Fires have started all over the ship. And you get the sense, as alarm klaxons begin once again, that time is not on your side.